are set. Friday Night Lights under a beautiful night here at the campus of Del Oro, where the visiting Oak Ridge Trojans come into town. You can hear the student section of the Golden Eagles being loud tonight. The band's just exiting the field right now. We are moments away from kickoff. It's a great night here at Del Oro. The Oak Ridge crowd, a bit light right now. Maybe they're finding their way into the parking lot, getting over this game. Both teams coming off defeats last week. Oak Ridge fell in a tight game to Folsom, and Del Oro were beat by Granite Bay. So both these teams coming in looking to get a win in the almighty Sierra Foothill League. Looks like Oak Ridge will start the game on offense. And looks like Jason Womack will be back along with Jaden Anderson to receive the kickoff here. Oak Ridge in their white jerseys and their navy pants. Del Oro in their black jerseys, looking with the gold stripes, looking like Michigan in their helmets. And here we go. We're about to start this first half here at Del Oro High School, home of the Golden Eagles. And the kickoff is going to go, and that's he's going to receive it, Womack, right at the 1 yard line. He'll try to go right up into the hole of the Del Oro kickoff team, and did a good job there and got to the 30-yard line, where he was met by number 88, Ryder Bowling.
Will start the Trojans with their first drive on the 31.
So Oak Ridge, their quarterback Joaquin Graves Mercado, he's thrown for over 1,000 yards on the season. He does have 6 interceptions. He has 6 touchdowns as well. Their playmaker, Caleb Edwards, he's one of the top tight ends in the country. Number 21, he stands 6'6". He goes out in motion right there. They're going to throw this real quick out to number 10, Jason Womack. Womack tripped up and tackled by Jackson Marlborough.
The reception tackle made by Jackson Marlborough.
That was about a pickup of 5-6 yards there.
4 yards on the play, brings up a second down at 6.
I think 5. Yeah, the PA announcer's off.
Oh, it is.
Yeah. We're down on the field here, calling this action down at Del Oro High School. Del Oro has been a powerhouse program since all the way back into the 70s and 80s. And the quarterback in shotgun formation, rolling out to his right side, looking. Now he has to scramble out to his left, backpedaling, and then just having to throw away. Good pressure by the Golden Eagles, and led by Devin Valdez. Graves Mercado was bouncing around and just trying to find somebody who rolled to his right and came back to his left.
And we do have a flag on the play.
And there was a penalty on the Eagles. It's defensive holding, and that will move the sticks for Oak Ridge. So Oak Ridge was in a dogfight last week with Folsom. They were playing tough with them until the fourth quarter, when the Bulldogs decided to turn it on. They pulled away. Del Oro fell to Granite Bay. So both these teams trying to get on the win column in the Sierra Foothill League. Oak Ridge will be in Division I in the playoffs. Del Oro will be in Division II. It's already set. Womack on the quick screen gets it, heads down the sideline, picks up about 6 to 7 yards before being hit out of bounds.
Gets the call, pushed out of
So
bounds
they are going
Jackson
to Jason
Marlborough.
Womack, the sophomore.
And
Early and
very
often in
close
this
to
game,
another first down.
the wide receiver has over 500 yards receiving and 3 touchdowns. That'll push him over the 600 mark already. So that will bring up a second down and a short 1. Casey Taylor, the coach for Oak Ridge, he knows Del Oro. He was a coach here for quite a while, and he won a bunch of titles with the Golden Eagles. But he returned home to Oak Ridge after stints at Capital Christian and at a real quick stint at Inderkum.
And Anderson with the reception.
So Jaden Anderson, the senior, grabbed the quick screen and picked up enough for a first down. He has over 300 yards receiving on the season.
In Del Oro territory, ball on Del Oro's 38.
So the Oak Ridge has entered Golden Eagle territory here, just underway, 10:58 left in this first quarter. Homecoming night for Del Oro. There's a handoff to Womack inside. He falls forward for maybe a couple yards. Jake Williams, the senior, made the tackle for Del Oro.
Jake Williams.
I got my spotter, Caleb Scheffler, down on the field. We're better than the PA announcer. Although he's got the best view up high. We're down on the field calling the action tonight. But we'll get you all the names possible we can. Joaquin Graves Ricardo, the junior, in shotgun formation, looking to pass. He's going to throw this one, and he was looking for Edwards, but it sailed over his head. Hard to do with Edwards standing 6'6", the junior, but it went over. Hopefully you can hear the black hole behind us. They're loud tonight. It's homecoming night. And it's a very light crowd for Oak Ridge. And there are seats everywhere over there. And it's pretty interesting that the crowd is so light over there. But maybe a late arriving crowd. Not opposite on the Del Oro sideline, obviously with the home game. They're looking to pass right there. They throw out to number 13. That is Andrew Wingle. He makes the catch, the senior.
Wingle with the pass.
And it will bring up a third down. Landon Vanderkoy made the tackle for Del Oro, but it's going to be actually a fourth down.
One for the Trojans.
So big 4th down and 1. Easy decision here for Taylor to go for it. Here in this first quarter, too long for a field goal, too short for a punt. And they're going to go right into 24. He's got the first down, it looks like.
And Orme with the carry.
Eric Orme Jr., the junior.
Looks like he picks up the first
He has
down
11 touchdowns on the year. And he picked up that first down for Oak Ridge. So first down and 10, just underway here in this game of SFL Powers. 9:15 remaining in the first quarter. There's going to be a pick out to Orme, and he's got a little space to run. Nice move there, and finds his way, picking up about 6 yards.
Orme Jr. gets the call. Nice run, tackled by Vanderkoy, but there is a flag on the play.
I'm sure you can hear the PA announcer behind us. If not, there was a penalty marker. The officials coming together to see what the official call is. Still nothing yet. Holding will be the call.
Offensive holding, so the Trojans will be pushed back 5 yards. It brings up a 1st and 20 for Oak Ridge.
So that'll bump them back 10 yards. 1st down and 20. Del Oro had a tough time last week with Granite Bay's explosive rushing attack. They're going to fake the handoff inside, go to Caleb Edwards on the outside, but well done there by Del Oro, number 10, and that is Bo Suave. Not Suave, but Save. Even though I want to say Suave, it is Save. Great tackle there as Edwards caught it real quick, the big guy. But then that Bo came in and took out his legs quick, and maybe a couple yard pickup there, but not much. There's still a second down and miles for these Trojans. Quarterback in the shotgun formation. Now he goes across the middle. Great catch. And that is number 18, Joshua Adam Fairbach.
Gets the call.
And he's 6'6" too. I mean, they got a couple weapons. Jackson Marlborough made the tackle, but it's still a big pickup there. So third down and about 3.
It's on a third and about 3 yards to go on that one.
So third down and 3 for the Trojans. They're going to go into Orme, into the middle. He falls forward. It's going to be close. I don't know. I think they're going to be short. And they are.
Vaughn gets the call.
Landon Vanderkoo on the stop. And now they say move the chains. So Oak Ridge picks up the first down. It looked like the official on that far sideline was not saying move the chains, and all of a sudden at the very end he says move those chains. So first down Oak Ridge as they're entering into the red zone of the Del Oro. They're going to fake handoff, bootleg back to his right side. He's got a guy open. He throws it to him, and it's easy reception. Touchdown, Joshua Adam Fairbach. He makes the catch. He was wide open in the end zone, the 6'6" senior. It's not Caleb Edwards. It's Fairbach. He makes that catch, and we can see that coming from a long ways. A great play call, great design play call, a fake handoff to the left side. Then Graves Mercado bootleg back to his right, and the big tight end was wide open in the end zone. And Oak Ridge strikes first. The PAT is up. It is good. Oak Ridge out front, 7-0. We'll be right back right after this. The Trojans strike first, 7-0. All right, we're back. Oak Ridge with the 7-0 lead here at the home of Del Oro and Loomis.
Rush and Vanderkoy.
Braden Rush and Landon Vanderkoy back deep to receive for Del Oro. The kick is up, and will they have enough room to run? No. Vanderkoy steps into the end zone, so the Golden Eagles will have 80 yards to go to try to tie this one up. Caden Pennick, the quarterback for Del Oro. And a lot of people know who he is. He's been a potential player of the year type player all season. He's thrown 15 touchdowns, 1 interception. He's also rushed for 6 as well. They lean on him a lot. And he's in his shotgun formation. Hopefully you can feel the energy at home as we're right in the middle of the Del Oro sidelines. Black hole right behind us. Pennick is looking to pass on this first down. He's going to run up into the middle. He's got some room to run. Slides feet first right before the first down. But he saw a lot of room right in front of him, and he ran right up into the middle. He can definitely run. He's got 6 rushing touchdowns on the season, over 240 yards. Now he's clipped the 250 mark. So Del Oro can score. They're looking to answer here early on. It's 7-0 Oak Ridge. Still quite a bit of time. Still 6 minutes left to go in this first quarter. So second down and about 3 for Del Oro. Pennick fakes the handoff, now throws outside. He's got his back 34. He's got a lot of room to run. Lowers his shoulder and picks up Kevin Taylor, the junior. He saw Ryan Hickey, who was coming up to make the tackle. He lowered his shoulder, and he laid the boom there, and that will get them all the way to the 45-yard line. So nice play design right there. The big fullback, almost like a Kyle Juszczyk coming out of the backfield for the 49ers, made the reception and picked up quite a bit of yards there. And Pennick now back in the shotgun formation. They're going to hand it, and this one's not going anywhere. Oak Ridge all over that one. Urquhart, Marcel Urquhart with the run, the junior. Oak Ridge was all over that. They pushed it all the way to the sidelines before he can make a move. He actually lost at least 2 yards on that one. So well done there by the Oak Ridge defense. So after a couple passes, they've gone back to the run game, and that one was a 2-yard loss. So Caden Pennick back in the shotgun formation now, 2nd down and 12. And he gets the ball. He rolls out to his right side, looking to pass in the pocket. This is what he loves to do. He likes to dance around. Now he's going to throw this one up. Oh, in and out of the hands of the Sac State commit, Tommy Poe, the 6'4 senior. He had it. He had it in his hands, and it just fell short. Jaden Anderson on the coverage, but he almost fell to the turf. And Poe, with his huge 6'4" frame, was up high, grabbed it, and it just fell to the turf right at the last second. So instead of first down and in the red zone for Oak Ridge, for Del Oro, it is now 3rd down and 12 here with 4:44 remaining in this first quarter. Pennick in the shotgun. He's got the snap. Now quick little screen out to Urquhart. Urquhart trying to run. Dives forward. He's going to be well short of the first down.
Picks up about 4 yards on the play. Tackle
it will be about a 4th down and 9. And out comes the punt team for the Golden Eagles. Anderson back to receive. It's like a flag came
flag is called.
It's going to go against the Del Oro. Not sure what they're calling here. Oh, too many men on the field, I believe. Yeah. So
and it appears to be against Oak Ridge or against the Eagles.
So Caden Pennick now, that pushes them back to about a 4th down, about 16. So Pennick, the quarterback, also is the punter. He'll be back to punt this one. Pennick takes it. Nice high booming kick, and it's going to be received right about the 22. He drops it, but then he picks it up, and now he's got a little room down the sideline before falling down. There is a penalty marker, a pink penalty marker that flies at the 25-yard line here at Breast Cancer Awareness Month. A couple of the officials have a pink flag. Let's see what they're going to call. I believe they're going to... see what they're going to call here. Anderson for Oak Ridge, he was back. He took the punt. Initially, he dropped it right to the turf. Fortunately for him, it bounced right back in his hands. And then went down the sidelines, picked up right around the 26-7-yard line. And then the penalty marker flew. And it looks like they're marching this one. So right now the officials have it right where the flag was thrown. Yeah, and I think they're going to march this one back.
It is against Oak Ridge.
Yeah, it is against Oak Ridge. We're waiting for the officials to march this one off and the man in the white hat to come out and explain what happened, but they are definitely marching this one back right now. Illegal block in the back, and they're marching this one all the way back to Oak Ridge's 12.5-yard line. So a long ways to go for this Trojans offense, but it looked pretty easy for them to start this first half. Graves Mercado in the shotgun formation. Orme behind him. They go fake sweep, but handoff inside to Orme. He's got some room to run all the way past into the into about the 24-yard line, tackled there by Joaquin Robles.
The call, run the short, picks up about 3 yards before he's finally stopped by Joaquin.
9 yards. 10 yards.
Yeah, they're gonna say it is a first down, so he fell right past the sticks for a first down. Yeah. Orme, the number 24 for the Trojans. He stands about 5'6", but he runs hard right into those gaps. And speaking of him, they give the handoff to him to the left side, bounces out using his quickness. Nice job by the Eagles defense, and the official threw a flag. Burkhart makes the tackle, and also Devin Valdez, and this one's going against Oak Ridge, right in the vicinity of holding.
And another flag is called. And it appears to be holding against Oak Ridge, so they'll get pushed back 5 yards.
So the ball is now at the 15-yard line of Oak Ridge. It's going to be about a first down and about 18 for the Trojans. Now under center, and he comes out and he throws it quickly out to Womack. Womack then throws it and incomplete. He had a guy wide open, Anderson, but there is a penalty.
There was a double pass intended for number 6, Anderson. Incomplete, brings up a second and 20.
So we'll see what the call is right here. It was a double pass. So they threw it out to Womack. Womack then threw it out to Anderson. Anderson was wide open, but Womack sailed it about 10 yards past him. I think the official closest to us, we're on Del Oro sideline, said this was a illegal forward pass, but yeah, I believe that's what they're calling. Yeah, it is on Oak Ridge. So even if he made that catch, it wouldn't have counted anyway. Now they go over to the Del Oro coaching staff to see if they want to accept this penalty or not, because it would bring up a second down and 18. Do they want to bump him back?
And it is another penalty against Oak Ridge.
And they are taking the penalty. That bumps the ball back to right about the tip of the ball is right at the 10-yard line. So that
brings up a second and 20 for.
So second down.
25 for.
So it looks like it was a loss of down. So second down and a long ways to go for Oak Ridge. Yeah. So Joaquin Grace Mercado in the shotgun formation. Nolan King and Caleb Edwards go in motion. They hand it off inside to Orem. He's bouncing around. Del Oro's there to tackle him, but great hard running there by the junior. Gets it all the way up to about the 18-yard line. Savay and friends make the tackle, but it's going to bring up about a third down and 16 or so. So we'll see what Coach Taylor decides to draw up for Oak Ridge. It's a third down and 16. Let's see if a screen right here or a draw inside. Edwards out wide to the left side. There's three receivers to Grace Mercado left, one to his right. He is going to pass. He's rolling out to his right side. He throws it 13, has the catch down the sideline. That is Wingle. And a flag comes in late. And I believe there's going to be a late hit on Del Oro.
And it was enough for Oak Ridge to pick up the first down. And they will continue their drive on their own 40.
So it was going to be close to a first down, but either way, actually, wait a minute. Now they're saying it was a sideline warning. But either way, it will be a first down for Oak Ridge. They're saying move the sticks. So it looked like on the throw, they had enough to pick it up anyway. So risky call right there, but it pays off for Oak Ridge. Andrew Wingle, the senior, made the catch, and he has a first down.
Against the Eagles, it looks like. Yeah, pushes into the Eagle territory.
Interesting call right there, because the official pointed at Oak Ridge, but the actual penalty was against Del Oro. And the sideline call was against Del Oro, but he pointed at Oak Ridge, but it was definitely on Del Oro. It was right on their sideline. So first down, either way, first down for Oak Ridge. 2 minutes left in this first quarter. The Trojans ahead 7-0, and they have crossed midfield, and they're in Del Oro territory after starting all the way back near their own end zone. A high snap, and this was a busted play, but their quarterback has to keep it. Now he goes down, penalty marker. So Joaquin Graves Mercado took the high snap from the center when he grabbed it and tried to hand it off. By the time he tried to hand it off, the running back was already by him. And because of that, he had to keep it and run, but there was a flag thrown. So we're seeing a lot of handkerchiefs on the floor already. It's a holding on Oak Ridge. A shout out to everybody listening to this game on Max Preps. Appreciate those who have made a payment to listen into this one. This will go towards us at Max Preps and powered by Game Mike to call more games along the way. We truly appreciate you tuning in tonight. Steve Montoya here with my spotter Caleb Scheffler with me. We're on the campus of Del Oro. Oak Ridge ahead 7-0. They have a first down and 20. Joaquin Graves Mercado, the junior, now takes the snap. He's looking to throw. He goes backside screen to Womack. Womack has a lot of room to run. He's past the sticks, and he's all the way down. And now he keeps his feet going, and he dives. Does he get a score? He is. Touchdown, Oak Ridge. A backside screen to Jason Womack. His 4th touchdown reception of the season. Joaquin Graves Mercado, the quarterback, took the snap, dumped it off to Womack, the sophomore. Yes, a sophomore. I mean, he just was right along Oak Ridge's sideline, and from our perspective, it's like, okay, he's going to pick up 5, 6. Okay, now he's going to now he's into the end zone. And that's exactly what happened. And a lot of great blocks downfield by the receivers for Oak Ridge, and the PAT is money. It's 14-0 so far. The Trojans are spoiling the Golden Eagles homecoming.
In case you're curious about what's going on in the end zone under the big white tents, that's the Touchdown Club. Sponsors and members gather there to have a fully catered meal donated by local food vendors. Then they hang out and watch the game from the bleachers and goal line seats, and enjoy the company of some of the most dedicated football fans in Lewis. All proceeds go to the Golden Eagle Football Association to support the program. If you're interested in joining for the 2024 season, be sure to get on the wait list now.
All right, Del Oro will need to respond here. Trailing 14-0. This kickoff, it's going to be another touchback. Landon Vanderkoy catches that one in his own end zone. So Caden Panic is looking to respond here. They had an opportunity in their first possession, a rare miss by the senior Tommy Poe, and a couple penalties bumped Del Oro back and forced a punt. Now Panic and the Golden Eagles start at their own 20-yard line. 1:15 remaining here in this first quarter on homecoming night. Panic takes it. He goes quick out, and there's not a lot of room right there. There's a penalty marker. Quick screen to Tommy Poe. He made the catch, and Oak Ridge was right there to make the tackle but it's going against Del Oro.
Jacob Potter of the Trojans.
So Potter on the tackle, but the holding call will be against Oak Ridge. Against Del Oro. And that will bump them back.
Pushes us back 5 yards.
It's definitely not 5 yards on a holding call. It's a 10-yard call.
First down.
Yeah, so first down and 20. PA announcer's been a little off tonight. Always off. All right, so 14-0, and there's another penalty. This has been a first quarter full of penalties. It's first down and 20. So false start against Del Oro. This is not what they want to see happening. Down 14-0 already, Del Oro. It's now first down and 25. They're basically, Pennick's got his toes against the goal line here. He's going to have to just hand it up right into the middle just to try to get some space, but it's not going anywhere. Urquhart maybe picked up a yard, but looking at the yard marker, there's not a lot of movement right there. So second down and miles here for the Golden Eagles. .42 seconds remaining in this first quarter. A lot of time left in this game. Pennick, he's basically standing in his own end zone, but he is going to pass, and Oak Ridge is trying to rush him hard. Pennick rushes up in the middle, does have some room. Now he picks up a big gain, and he gets all the way out near the first down marker. What a run there by the quarterback. He's the do-it-all senior. And Oak Ridge, and they were in full-on blitz. They wanted that safety. Pennick read it, and he rushed hard all the way into Oak Ridge's secondary. And that'll be the end of this first quarter. Oak Ridge from El Dorado Hills, up 14-0. We'll be right back here on Max Preps, powered by Game Night. All right, shift left to Eagle right. Just heard the coach call that one. Hopefully you're not scouting me, or scouting the team right now, but that's what Del Oro's running on this third down and 3. Starting the second quarter, trailing 14-0. Pennick in the shotgun, throws it across the middle, another drop pass. Braden Rush had it, and Pennick put it right in his numbers, and it just fell complete. Was that Braden Rush, or was that? Yeah, I believe it was. I mean, that was a well-thrown ball by Pennick. It would have been enough for a first down, but instead, it looks like the Golden Eagles will have to punt again, trailing 14-0 here. 11:56 remaining in this second quarter. Just underway here in the second quarter. Homecoming night. Pennick, the quarterback, who's also the punter, comes out. And no, they're going to throw a fake, and they throw it out to number 2. First down. Marcel Urquhart makes the catch, and a risky decision by the Golden Eagles coaching staff, but they saw something, and they got it, a fake punt. And it was short. When you have a quarterback back there who's also the punter, there's a lot you can do, and that's what they just did right there. That's exactly what this crowd needed here on homecoming tonight. A little energy to get them going. First down. The ball is right about the 36.5-yard line for Del Oro in their own territory. And looks like Oak Ridge coaching staff will call a timeout. We'll take a quick little timeout as well. We'll be right back. 14-0 Oak Ridge. All right, we are back. 14-0 Pennick now in the shotgun. He takes the pass. He steps up into the pocket. There's a penalty in the secondary. Pennick drops the ball, and Oak Ridge falls on it. But where that penalty was thrown, Cade Fair
recovers.
Fumble and recovery.
First and 10.
Knocked it
Oak Ridge.
out, and he recovered it. But where that penalty marker was thrown, that's typically in the defensive holding area. It came from the back official right where the receivers were running routes. Usually,
Offense staying out.
yeah,
Del Oro would like to welcome back the class of 73.
and it looks like Del Oro's offense is staying on the field.
73 alumni sitting in the staff section tonight. Welcome back home, Golden Eagles.
And yeah, the defense is staying on the field as well for Oak Ridge. So this one is going to go against Oak Ridge. It's actually a face mask call on Del Oro. That wasn't on the tackle. Something happened in the secondary. The official on the backside official threw the flag, and instead of a turnover for Oak Ridge, it's going to be a first down for Del Oro and a much needed first down for the Golden Eagles, trailing 14-0. The ball now is at their own 41-yard line. Still 11 minutes left before the first half on homecoming night. High snap. Pennick now hands it off, and Urquhart's not going anywhere. The high snap. And I was at a game when Del Oro played Placer, and there's a lot of high snaps in that game as well. And Pennick had to reach up with his left hand and grab that one down. By the time Urquhart basically had to slow up so that Pennick could put it in his chest, and that really slowed him up. He tried to bounce out to his left side. He did pick up a few yards, 3 to 4. Yeah, and it seems to be a common theme here, that high snap. No running backs with Pennick. There's 2 to the left, 3 to the right. Oak Ridge comes in, and they get the sack. The big guy, number 21, Caleb Edwards. You think of him as this 4-star tight end, one of the top tight ends in his 2025 class, but the kid can also play some defensive line, and he was explosive right there. Pennick tried to get away, but his long arms grabbed him and threw him down. And that will bring up a third down and about 16 for this Del Oro offense. After the fake punt where they picked up the first down, now they have another third down and long. Pennick looking, throws a backside screen to his running back. He's looking for some room to run. He dives up into the middle. Nice pickup there by Urquhart, but they are going to be short of the first down. The PA announcer is up high. He says it's about a 2 yards shy of the first down, but I think it's more like 3 or 4. The PA announcer he's got the best view of the house, and he's up there high. He says they were just a yard or 2 short, but I'm looking at the marker over there. That's 3 or 4 yards, not 1 or 2. So, yeah. So it's a 4th down and 4 for Del Oro. They're going for it, though. Tommy Poe is in the backfield. Next, and also Urquhart. Now Poe slides out to the right side. Del Oro is going to call the timeout. I believe they were just trying to see what Oak Ridge formation they were in. We'll be right back here. 14-0, Oak Ridge. All right, here we go. It is 4th down and 4 for Del Oro, trailing 14-0. 9:07 remaining in this first half. Pennick takes the snap, another high snap, throws across the middle. He's got a first down. Nice completion to Savay, and Savay crosses the 50-yard line into Oak Ridge territory, and the Trojans crowd looking for is still a little sparse over there, but the Del Oro crowd looking for something to get excited about. There's something right there. I don't know if it sounds like I'm yelling or not, but with the crowd right behind me, it feels like I need to. They're loud, this Del Oro crowd. It's always a good crowd, good atmosphere here. There's a penalty marker. Doesn't seem like the Del Oro coaches are too happy about that, as that will bump them back 5 yards, false start. Coach Perry, Del Oro's coach, he's not, uh-oh. There's another penalty. And guess what?
And another false start against
Another false start against Del Oro. And so right when the Golden Eagles have some momentum going, crossing into Oak Ridge territory, they're now bumped back 10 yards, and they're back on their side of the field. 14-0 Oak Ridge. First down and 20 for Del Oro. Oh my gosh. Folks, there's nothing wrong with the mic here. There's another false start. It's not a repeat here. That is the third false start in a row for Del Oro. So first down and 25. The ball now on the 40-yard line of Del Oro. So instead of on the 40-yard line of basically of Oak Ridge, they're back in their own territory. So Panic, high snap again, handoff inside. Nice little space to run for Urquhart. Urquhart spins off one tackle, and he gets into the end zone before Gavin Malloy brought him to the ground. And it was a big pickup, but really it only got him back to the original line of scrimmage, maybe 1 yard past it. A nice pickup there. High snap again. Great job by Pennick, and put it right to Urquhart. Urquhart, the junior, made some nice cuts up in the middle and spun off to pick up a pickup to get them now to a second down and 9. Pennick looking in his own pocket. Now throws it out deep to the left side. Did he make that catch? What are they going to say? They're going to say incomplete. Savay almost made a miraculous catch on the Oak Ridge sidelines, but they say incomplete. Arnell was on the coverage for Oak Ridge. So third down and 9. 6:56 remaining here in this first half. Now Pennick takes it and steps up into the pocket, looking to run. He's got some space to run. It looks like he will have the first down. No, he gets hit, and he will have the first down. Pennick, Arnell hit him, but it was just a little bit late as Pennick picked up the first down as the crowd chants, "That's our QB." And where would this Golden Eagles team be without that QB, the do-it-all player, the basketball player, the baseball player? Saw some highlights of him on Twitter this week of him playing baseball as well right now, playing comp baseball, and a point guard for the Golden Eagles and also the quarterback, Mr. Do-It-All. They go Urquhart inside, and he is destroyed. Looks like number 77 for the Trojans makes that tackle. 71. That was Ryan Wang who made the hit. Wang on the tackle. Second down and 12. He came in, and Urquhart had nowhere to go. So second down and 12. Bannock now takes the snap. He's going to go a little screen underneath. Nice little play there as Braden Rush finds his way into the Oak Ridge red zone.
Braden Rush rushes forward and picks up the first down.
The 6'2" senior. got the little dump off screen, and
First and 10 on the 17.
And Womack, there's a lot of two-way players there for Oak Ridge. Womack, one of them. Edwards, another one. Womack made the stop, but the ball is at the 17-yard line. First down for Del Oro. Rush in the backfield now. Pennick under center, but he fakes it. Now throws it to Poe. Poe into the end zone. Touchdown, Tommy Poe. This time, Caden Pennick was under center. Faked the handoff to Rush. The rush was after Pennick. Pennick on his back foot dropped a dime right into the hands of the Sac State commit, Tommy Poe. The 6'4" senior made the reception right on the Oak Ridge side of the field. And guess what, folks? We got a game. Del Oro strikes back. It all was because of that fake punt call that kept this drive going. And just like that, Del Oro is a PAT away from making this a 7-point game on homecoming night. The snap is up, or the snap is down, the kick is up, and it is good. 14-7, Oak Ridge out front. 5:20. We'll be right back. We got a ball game here on homecoming night in Loomis. All right. 14-7. Oak Ridge in front. 5:20 remaining in this first half. Oak Ridge got the ball to receive the first half. So Del Oro will receive it to begin the second half, obviously. But there's still 5:20 remaining in this half.
And touchback for Oak Ridge, and they will start on their own 20.
The touchback there. Good job by both these kickers. Number 17 for Del Oro is Cameron Smith. That kid has a monster leg. Yeah, he's a soccer player. And looks like Folsom already out in front, 14-0 on Rockland. So that's a big-time score right there. Granite Bay leading Whitney 7-0. This is Del Lago 14-0. Casa Roble. And a lot of teams in league. Oak Ridge with the first down play. They throw to Edwards, but right there is Womack to make the big time. Or, number 10 for Del Oro is Savay. And Savay hit him right away. And they maybe picked up a half yard.
7-0.
How about those Placer Hillman playing Lincoln tonight, up 7-0?
Shut up.
Yeah. So second down and maybe 9.5 here for Oak Ridge. And they're going to look to throw this one across the middle. Tips and almost first caught and then almost intercepted. Strutz was the intended receiver, the 5'10" senior. It was underthrown, though. He was open. It was thrown low to the ground, and it almost looked like it hit off his cleat. And then it bounced up, and for a second it looked like maybe Del Oro had a chance to pick it off, but it fell to the turf. So now third down and 10. 14-7 Oak Ridge. This is a big possession right here. Oak Ridge trying to put something together before the first half ends. Del Oro will get the ball. There's a throw to the outside. It's going to be caught. It will be enough for a first down. Looks like number 6, Jaden Anderson, did a really good job. He went right to where the first down marker was, and he got low, and the throw was right down by his ankles. He made that reception, and a beautifully thrown ball, and a nice pickup there on the third down and long for the Trojans. And they're going to fake the handoff inside. Now they're going deep, and they got a guy open, and it is caught down the sidelines. He's off to the end zone. That's Jaden Anderson with the long TD reception, and the senior broke free down the sideline, made the catch right about the 15, and he strolled into the end zone using his speed. He just beat that DB one-on-one. What a well-thrown ball there by the junior Joaquin Graves Mercado. That's another touchdown thrown for the junior. And a beautifully thrown ball right there as he stepped in as the starter this season for Oak Ridge. And he came to play tonight. What a well-thrown ball. PAT is up, and just like that, it's 21-7. The Trojans from El Dorado Hills up front. 4 minutes remaining in this first half. We'll be right back. Del Oro looking to strike before the end of the first half and get the ball back to begin the second half here on homecoming night. All right, we're back. 21-7. Nice job there by the Oak Ridge Trojans to strike on that long touchdown reception by the senior Jaden Anderson. That was his fourth touchdown reception of this season. Del Oro will get the ball at the 20-yard line.
Del Oro will start their drive on their own 20, first and 10.
All right, big possession here for the Eagles. Trailing by 14. They do have an opportunity here, though, to get some points before the half and then get the ball to begin this second half. Trailing 14, Oak Ridge in front. The visiting Trojans from El Dorado Hills. Their white jerseys and navy pants and white socks. The Golden Eagles in their all black with kind of the Michigan-looking helmets and stripes on their sidelines. Panic in shotgun formation by himself. He was going to throw a screen. Now he's going to throw it outside. Poe's got the catch. Nice tackle out there by number 19, Jacob Potter. Poe, though, the big receiver for the Golden Eagles, did a great job making the catch right past the sticks. Ball at the 35-yard line. Still 3:50 remaining this first half. Plenty of time for this Golden Eagles, especially when you got the playmaker Pennick in quarterback, or Urquhart split right to his left side as Jackson Malbrawl runs in motion to his right. They're going to look to throw, but no, Pennick's got nowhere to go, and there is a few of the Oak Ridge defenders. Nolan King, Gavin Malloy are just two of the players in on that sack. Nothing Pennick can do as the pocket collapsed on him by the time he tried to escape. There's too many Trojans right there. He couldn't go nowhere. And now that was about a 7-yard loss. That bumps the ball back to about the 28-yard line of Del Oro. 3:06 remaining in this first half. Del Oro crowd trying to get their offense some encouragement here. There's a handoff to number 5, Braden Rush. Rush bouncing around to his left side. Does a good job getting out to Oak Ridge's sideline. And he picks up enough to be just about 5 yards short of the first down marker. 21-7, Oak Ridge in front. 2:47 remaining in this first half. That's actually more like a 6 or 7. Looking at the yard marker across the way, standing here on the Del Oro sidelines. Packed house here for homecoming night on the Del Oro side. Pennick fakes the handoff. Now he's looking to throw. He's got some room to run up in the pocket, but instead he throws out to Poe. Poe dives and makes the catch. That's what you get when you have a playmaker like Tommy Poe, the 6'4 senior. There's not many kids who can make the catch he just made. There's a reason he's one of the top athletes and playmakers here in this Sac Joaquin section. Pennick threw it way out in front of him. He just made his big receiver go get it, and that's what Poe did. It wasn't bad coverage. It was just a great throw and great catch. Poe was a little shaken up on the play. He had to run off or kind of jog off the field after the reception, but a great pickup there all the way to the 28-yard line. There's a fumble on the play, but Pennick picks it up. He looked to hand off to Rush. Rush dropped it, It looked like Pennick was going to pull it out of the stomach of Rush. It looks like he wanted to go with the play action pass, but I think he held on to it a little bit too long and it fell to the turf. Fortunately for the Golden Eagles, Pennick picked it up and he may have got it right back to the line of scrimmage. 21-7, a minute 40 remaining in this first half as the black hole right directly behind us gets loud here on homecoming night. Pennick rolls out to his right. He's got a lot of pressure. He's got a guy open down the sideline. Will it be underthrown? No, it's caught. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Del Oro. Jackson Marlboro with the catch. The 6'2" junior somehow went up, made the catch, caught it, and he was into the end zone. We were on the sidelines. We were blocked there for a second. We saw he was open. Pennick underthrew it just a little bit, but the junior did an excellent job going back, making the reception, grabbing it, finding his way into the end zone. So with a minute 19 remaining in this half, the Golden Eagles on homecoming night looking to bring this game within 7. And they answer back after the Trojans scored on a long touchdown run. I'm basically betting the house that Cameron Smith is going to put this one easily up and through. The kid does not miss, and he does not miss on that one. 21-14. We'll be right back after this. All right, a little energy on this Del Oro sideline after the touchdown reception by Jackson Marlboro, the junior. There's still a minute 19 left here for Casey Taylor and this Oak Ridge Trojans. And as usual, Smith puts it into the end zone. It's such an underrated thing to have a kicker who can basically stop any chances of a kickoff return because of your foot. Shout out to those special teams coaches and the special teams players across the way for high schools and all levels. There's 3 phases of the game, and the special teams is as important as the other 2 phases. All right, here we go. 21-14. They're going to pass this one, and it's going to be out to Edwards. Edwards has a first down and then some, and it's hard to bring down the big guy. He picks up around 14 yards, and it looks like the man who just caught the touchdown was also in on the tackle right there, including Braden Rush. So 58 seconds remaining in this first half. They're going to pass. He's looking to his left, now his right, now back to his left. Now he's going deep, and he's got a guy wide open. Oh, my God. Struts right off the top of his helmet. Struts could have strutted into the end zone, but he slipped a little bit. And I'm not joking. If you're at home, it went off the top of his helmet and about 10 yards the other way. Oh, man. You don't see that all the time. Struts. Yeah. He may be in concussion protocol after that one. But all kidding aside, he's on the field. He is fine. And unfortunately for him, he just lost his footing. He would have been gone for a touchdown. But he slipped, and the ball ricocheted off the top of his helmet. So now they're going to dump off a little screen. Nice job by Del Oro reading that screen and stopping Orme Jr. for maybe about a 4-yard pickup.
2 yards, about 30 seconds left in the half.
But that's okay if you're Del Oro. Just those little short passes right now with the clock ticking. And now the quarterback, Graves Mercado, looking to pass, and they're going to throw right back to that Anderson. Oh, man! In and out of the hands of Jaden Anderson. I'm really impressed by Graves Mercado. He is putting the ball right where his receivers could only catch it. I mean, there were two defenders on Anderson, and the ball was put right in his hands. He had to kind of stretch out with his left hand. He tried to pull it into his chest, and by the time he pulled it into his chest, a Del Oro defender smacked it away. So 4th down now and 7. 16 seconds remaining, and the Trojans will punt this one away. It's a very short punt, and Oak Ridge will down it right about the 27-yard line. 13 seconds remaining. If you're the Golden Eagles heading into half, you have to be feeling pretty good about yourself, trailing by just 7.
27-yard line.
And we'll see what Coach calls right here. There's only 12 seconds remaining in this first half. Oak Ridge is ahead 21-14. Del Oro does have the ball. Pennick will come out. Urquhart right to his right. There's our official's timeout on the field. The official in the white hats all the way into Oak Ridge's secondary. I think he says there should be something different on the clock. He's pointing up at the press box, trying to ask the press box to potentially change the time on the clock. If you're just joining us, we appreciate that. Steve Montoya with Max Preps here at Del Oro Stadium in Loomis. So they actually say put 7 seconds remaining on the clock. It's homecoming night. Homecoming festivities will go on at half, obviously. So 21-14. We'll see what Del Oro does. Now a timeout called.
And timeout called by Oak Ridge.
We'll leave it here.
And as I mentioned earlier, ladies and gentlemen, next up is the Del Oro Golden Eagle Marching Band performing their
So we appreciate you joining us on Max Preps. I am Steve Montoya.
So please remain seated for your own safety.
Appreciate those who have contributed to this broadcast. Hopefully we can do a lot more of these games as we head into postseason and beyond. Your contributions go all towards that, so we can have people on the sidelines across the section, across the state, and across the country calling high school football games and other sports. Anybody can pick up Game Mic, call any game you want, from the 6U level all the way up high school and beyond. Anybody can use Game Mic to provide live audio, so those who are unable to attend or watch can listen in. All right, 7 seconds. What will Del Oro do here, trailing 7? They're just going to hand off inside. Urquhart does pick up.
The call. The score picks up about 8 yards on the play.
He picks up about 8, and right with about 1 second remaining in this first half, Del Oro will call a timeout. So my guess is they'll just run it again and see if they can break something. If you're just joining us, Oak Ridge did receive the ball to begin the first half. It is 21-14, Oak Ridge in front. All right, last play of this first half, barring a penalty right here. Pennick, he actually is going to pass. He's looking to pass. He's going to try to throw this one as deep as he possibly can to Poe. Poe goes up. It is incomplete. I like the play call right there, because your big guy's either going to catch it or it's going to fall to the ground. And it fell to the ground, and
Stay tuned for the band
we
show.
have a half of football ahead of us that should be very exciting. It's a 7-point game here on homecoming night in Loomis. Halftime will go on. We'll take a break from that. Hopefully you can be back with us to start the second half. Steve Montoya with Max Preps. You're listening. Powered by Game Line. We'll be back for the start of the second half. It's halftime right now, homecoming night. 21-14. Oak Ridge in front. Del Oro will get the ball to start the second half. It is halftime right now. Steve Montoya with Max Preps. 21-14. Oak Ridge in front. Del Oro will get the ball. So we're probably still 10 minutes or so before the start of the second half. We will be live and we'll have all the action coming up here on Max Preps. Still probably 5 minutes until halftime is over. 21-14, Oak Ridge in front. We'll be right back for the action in probably 5 minutes or so. It's homecoming here at Del Oro. All right, we were about it says 3 minutes on the scoreboard until the beginning of the second half. The homecoming festivities are going on right now. Oak Ridge leads 21-14. It's homecoming here at Del Oro, and the Royal Court is being announced right now. So we still have a few minutes. Del Oro to receive the ball to start the second half. And we'll be right back when the game starts up. Full action coming up here on Max Preps. All right, we are back, and we're just about to get this second half started. 21-14, Oak Ridge in front. Del Oro will get the ball to start this second half. Homecoming festivities on the campus of Del Oro here in Loomis. Both teams coming off losses, trying to pick up an SFL victory here. The almighty SFL, arguably one of the toughest leagues in the entire state. Definitely, by far, the toughest league in the Sac Joaquin section. So Del Oro will get the ball to start the second half. Oak Ridge kickoff team strutting onto the field. Del Oro is back and ready to get this second half started here on a beautiful Friday night now that the sun has gone down. Or once the sun went down, the hot day turned into a perfect night. One of those kind of nights, shorts and a t-shirt work, or shorts and a long sleeve shirt, and you're feeling good here on an October night. As we're just 4 weeks away or so from postseason play. Each week on Max Preps, we'll have our Sac Joaquin section playoff projections. Oak Ridge projected as a 2 seed in Division 1. Del Oro now looking more like a 6 seed or so in Division 2. Division 2, very tough bracket, and there is a penalty, but going down the sideline is Landon Vanderkoe, but there is a penalty on the sideline, and the touchdown is probably going to be coming back. The pink penalty marker as the the black hole throws up gold powder. But this could be all for nothing. And it's a sideline warning against Del Oro. Will that negate the touchdown? That's the question here. And we'll see what's going on right now. So Vanderkoe is the one who took the kickoff back to the house. A penalty came in, and so they're going to say he was out at the 9-yard line. So sorry about that. There are penalty markers that fly, but they're saying it was the sideline warning. And so because of that, they get to keep the beautiful return by Landon Vanderkoy. And so now it's first down and goal at the 9-yard line. All right, let's wake up here. Del Oro throws now on the first down, and it was completed to number 34, Kevin Taylor. A 5'10", 190-pound, more of a fullback, more of a true traditional fullback. He makes the catch, but he's going to be short of the end zone. The ball still roughly right around that 9-yard line, so not a lot of yardage picked up on that one. So 21-14, we're just starting the second half, and we're starting with some fireworks built from the halftime festivities. Vanderkoy took that one almost back to the house. So 11 minutes remaining still here in this third quarter. Del Oro trying to march down and tie this game up. There's going to be a fake handoff inside. Panic bouncing around. Oak Ridge all over him. Now they're going to throw, and Panic's going to throw this one away and out of the back of the end zone.
Incomplete.
So third down and 9. If you're just joining us on Max Preps, I am Steve Montoya here in Loomis, California. We appreciate those that have paid to continue and listen to us. And all the proceeds go to our broadcast network so we can get more broadcasters out calling games each and every night. Not only high school football, but hopefully we can be providing live audio for volleyball, girls flag football, all the sports you can think of. Anybody can pick up Game Mic, call any sport out there, and provide live audio each and every night. So third down and 9, or should say third down and goal from the 9. Panic takes the snap, rolls to his right, looking. Oak Ridge players are everywhere. He throws it back to the end zone, and it's caught. Bo Savay in the end zone, right in the corner, right side. A beautifully thrown ball by Mr. Panic, and he threw the laser off his back right foot right to the corner pylon in the back of the end zone, and Savay makes the catch. The 6'4" senior hauls it in, and Del Oro has woken up. Looking across the way at Oak Ridge, and the visiting sidelines, I will just have to say this. The visiting stands right now are quiet, and there's not a lot of them over there. So hopefully you're enjoying it. Listening in, maybe, if you're an Oak Ridge fan, as Smith kicks it up and good. We got it a 21-21 game here. We got a ball game, 21-21. It looks like Rockland has scored. That game's 14-7 at halftime. Ooh, boy. Rockland's no joke, folks. They're undefeated for a reason. Remember, Rockland beat Manteca. Manteca shut out Granite Bay. Granite Bay beat Del Oro. Rockland's no joke, and they're hanging with the Bulldogs. Rockland, the Thunder's homecoming. Great thing is, you can be at a game, and you can be listening to another game. And as Cameron Smith boots this one back for a touchback. All right, 21-21. We'll see what this Trojan offense can do. I'm really impressed with Graves Mercado, the quarterback, the junior. He has made some exceptional throws in that first half. He had a couple of chances to add to his stats, but a few drop passes there to end the first half. But he's played well, and he'll take it and he'll hand it up inside to Orme Jr. Orme will be about a 4-yard pickup or so, tackled by Talon Jewett.
The run tackled by number 99, Devin Valdez. Second down.
I trust my spotter, Caleb Scheffler, over the PA announcer tonight. Maybe they need to bring him up into the booth, a spot. Yeah. Take coming. Yep. So second down now and about along 5 or 6. There's another handoff to the outside. This one goes out to Womack, who's had a great first half for the Trojans. And will the sticks and the chains move? No. So the PA announcer just said that's a first down for the Oak Ridge, but he's about 3 yards short of the first down.
Shout out to the father of the junior royalty, Emily Rice. Greg Rice turns 50 today.
So third down and 3 for the Trojans, 21-21 here in Loomis. And there's going to be a handoff outside. There's a first down, and then some for Orme Jr. He bounces out all the way to the Del Oro sideline, gets all the way up near midfield. Orme, a great run there. Orme Jr., who's also a junior. He's been a workhorse for this Trojans team. 5'6" junior, had 11 touchdowns for entering play tonight. Remember, these two teams, it's a different playoff system this year. They know what division they will be. It doesn't matter if you win a league or not. Oak Ridge is Division I. Del Oro is Division II. And prior years, if someone like Del Oro won the league, a Division I league, they would have to go play in the Division I playoffs. Nothing happening there for Oak Ridge on first down on the run. This year's different. There is no playoff rule. And teams are set by rating, average rating right now. Division II is actually the stronger bracket by average rating per teams. I mean, you're talking about a team like Del Oro, potentially a 6 or 7 seed. You have teams like St. Mary's and Rockland and Granite Bay and Manteca and several others, obviously, in Division Jesuit in Division II. In Division I, it's a bit top-heavy. Folsom and Oak Ridge in that 1 to 2 spot, also Central Catholic up there as well. And there's a throw deep to Edwards. Caleb Edwards. He got hit, and there is a flag, though. I mean, the Del Oro crowd wants an offensive push-off there by the big 6'6" junior. The ball was well over his head, but Del Oro defender was kind of draped on him. We'll see what they call. And they're calling offensive pass interference. So right at the end there, Edwards gave a little shove, trying to go make that catch. And the officials, it's a rare call, but they call offensive pass interference on the big junior. The big junior's been traveling around. He's got quite a few offers at major schools. One of the most sought-after players in that 2025 class playing for Oak Ridge.
And that'll push the Trojans back 15, makes it a 2nd and 23.
So all knotted up here, 21-21. Del Oro doing a great halftime show. The lights actually went out at the stadium on purpose. And there's glowing dancers out onto the field, and they did their home court royalty. And here we are now back with the lights on. 8:47 remaining in this third quarter. 21-21. 2nd down and 23 for the Trojans. Handoff inside Orme. He's got some room. Bust up through the middle of the Del Oro linebacker and into the secondary.
Brought down by Valdez. Picks up about
He may have
yards on the play.
got about 6 yards shy of the original line of scrimmage, so it's about a 3rd down and 15 or so. We'll keep you posted if you're listening in as well. We'll try to keep you posted on that Folsom Rockland game, which is 14-7 at half. So a good one, not far from where we're at in Rockland. Loomis and Rockland, not far. Obviously, if you're from here, you know that. All right, so 3rd down and long. They're going deep, and they got the man who scored a touchdown in the first half, and they hit him deep, and then again, it's Anderson. He makes the catch. He's into the end zone, and a beautifully thrown ball by Graves Mercado to Anderson. There is a penalty marker down, but I think this one will count. What a throw there by the junior, Joaquin Graves Mercado, to Mr. Jaden Anderson, the senior. And they're going one-on-one with Anderson, and he is having his way with these corners right now. That kid is a blazer. If he runs down that sideline, it's tough to beat. The touchdown is good, but after the touchdown, there was maybe some unsportsmanlike conduct on Oak Ridge, but the touchdown will count. What a throw, what a catch, and Oak Ridge quiets this homecoming crowd on another long TD strike to Jaden Anderson. He came into the game with 3 touchdowns. He's already got 2 on the game, and he's having a night.
Malia Clary, come up here and see Hope and get your phone.
I think the PA announcer forgot the mic was hot.
Coming for it.
All right, so Oak Ridge will attempt the PAT. It'll be Alex Hensley who will be doing the kicking, as Oak Ridge has extended its lead to 27-21. Snap is down, the kick is up, and it goes right over the touchdown club, over the food that's provided, and up and in. So 28-21, 8:02 remaining in this third quarter.
Trojans, 21.
Can't cheat speed. That's all that it is right there. It's just faster.
Want to give a shout out to Smoke and Bliss Barbecue, spoiling us with nachos and sliders up here. Head on over down by Boynton, grab yourself some. They are fantastic.
All right, we're back. See what Del Oro can do. Trailing 7. If you're just tuning in, Steve Montoya with Max Preps. A few minutes of free listening time. Hopefully doing a good job enough to entice you to listen to more. We got a good one here. All proceeds going to broadcasters, and it's a way for us to get our broadcasters a little bit of cash to get out and get a hot dog at halftime or whatever it may be. And hopefully we can provide live audio all the way through the postseason, all the way up to section titles and beyond, and also additional sports. So anything you can do to contribute would be awesome. Steve Montoya with Max Preps. And this is all powered by Game Night, the app that allows us to do this. I'm literally on my phone, standing on the sideline, talking to you as if I'm talking to somebody on a speaker. And hopefully the quality sounds good. Hopefully you can pick up the atmosphere. Hopefully everything sounds good right now as Penixon, he's in escape mode right now. He's just trying to get away from some Oak Ridge defenders. Now he's rolling all the way out to his right, and he finally just says, I give up, and he throws it out. And he did everything possible to give his receiver some time. Well done there by the Oak Ridge secondary and their defensive line. This is one of those games when you're trying to prep all week for Pennick, all you can do is basically just chase around somebody in that pocket. That's what he loves to do. I've seen a couple games of Del Oro so far this year against Casa Roble and against the Hillman of Placer. He loves to do that. All right, so second down to 10, high snap, but they go inside to Rush, and Rush is going to be swallowed up by Edwards and a few other Oak Ridge Trojans defenders. Great job there by Oak Ridge.
3rd and 9.
So as the PA announcer says over the loudspeaker, 3rd down and 9. It's been a great game and one that was anticipated to be high scoring and a close game. These two teams right around the top 10 in the Max Preps Sac Joaquin section rankings. Pennick has three receivers to his right, two to his left, all alone in the backfield. Now he takes the snap. He's got a good pocket. Now the pocket's collapsed. Edwards almost has him sacked. Somehow Pennick gets away, but then there's an Oak Ridge defender there. Number 43, Cole Riley, brings him down in the backfield for the sack. Mr. Edwards did a lot of the work right there. He had him wrapped up. Finally, Pennick got away from it, but there was number 43, Riley, there to pull him down. And just like that, the quarterback for Del Oro goes from a quarterback to a punter. Now, we did see in the first half a fake punt, but that was on a 4th down and 2. They hit Urquhart on a short little pass that picked up a first down. I don't think they're faking it this time as Pennick hits a high spiraling kick that will be caught. Fair catch.
Number 6, Jaden Anderson with the fair catch.
Anderson pulls in the fair catch, and the Oak Ridge Trojans will look to extend this lead. They're ahead 28-21. If you haven't been to a Del Oro football game in their stadium, the student section's one of the best student sections in the area. They come to support this Del Oro team. The homecoming parade was all day in downtown Loomis for homecoming. People get out here early, and this is one of the top games going on around the Sac Joaquin section right now. There's also a real good one, obviously, in the SFL. And there's always good games in the SFL each and every week. All right, so they're going to go quick pass out, and it's caught on the outside. And number 8, Anderson makes the catch. I should have known. Anderson and Cade Campos with the tackle. Jaden Anderson has had a tremendous game for the Oak Ridge Trojans. And it's been a tough go for the Del Oro cornerbacks as Anderson's got speed, and you have to defend that little screen that they just did right there, but watch out, he can beat you deep. Good job there by Del Oro stopping him short. It's 2nd down now and 9. Rolling out is Graves Mercado. He's looking out to his right. He throws it to Anderson, but it's incomplete. Good job by the Golden Eagles secondary to force that errant pass on the sideline. Looked like the junior quarterback, Graves Mercado, kind of just intentionally threw that one high and out of bounds. The black hole of the Del Oro Golden Eagles right now with their flashlights up. Yeah, it's real surprising that there is no student section or anything here for the Trojans. I think the after the Folsom game needed a break this week. I know Mr. Rivas needed a break. All right, so a 3rd down now. Graves Mercado had to throw this one away. Was this ball intercepted? No, I don't think so. That ball just went over the head. I think the crowd just got excited because they forced the punt. Graves Mercado was forced out of the pocket, and then he threw it to the Oak Ridge sidelines. We're on Del Oro's sideline. Initially, I couldn't exactly see what happened, but it was incomplete over the top. But Del Oro should get some real nice field position here as Jackson Marlboro, he had a touchdown reception in the first half. He's back to receive this punt. It's a very high, short punt that bounces right at the 50-yard line, and it's going to roll right about the midfield. That's where Del Oro will take over, trailing by 7. 4:50 remaining in this third quarter.
Finishing up some information on that Eggplant Festival. The festival opens at 10 a.m. and will offer family-friendly fun, food, and drink. a chalk art contest, a cooking contest, and live entertainment on 2 stages. Calling all DOA Eagles, past and present.
All right, now Mr. Penix in shotgun formation. He's going to go fake hand. No, he goes handoff inside to Rush. Rush bounces out to his left side. Nice job by Womack of Oak Ridge. No, excuse me, number 14 of Oak Ridge came over and made the stop. And Gordon on the stop. Great tackle there because Rush had some room to run. Rush, a 6'2" senior. So 2nd down and 5 for Del Oro. Looks like Granite Bay's up on Whitney, 21-3. There's a penalty marker as false start. That's at least the 4th or 5th false start against Del Oro. There was a possession in the first half where they had 3 consecutive false start penalties. You just can't do it in a tight game like this. So instead of a 2nd down and 5, you have a 2nd down and 10. Pennick takes the snap. He goes inside handoff to Urquhart. Urquhart hit immediately. Great tackle by Mulligan.
And Urquhart gets the call.
Braden Mulligan, the junior. Nice tackle there. Yeah, man, Tika is destroying Sierra. Central Catholic beating Kimball. So get all your scores on Max Preps, obviously. 3rd down and around 5 for the Golden Eagles. 3:20 remaining in this 3rd quarter on homecoming night. Pennick, another high snap, takes it, another scramble, and now he's going to throw it deep. He's got a guy, it's caught! That is Bo! The senior! His dad's on the coaching staff. He's got to be a happy dude right now. 6'4" seniors had a heck of a night. Makes the catch. Great pass by Pennick. He just threw it up. He said, use your height, go up and grab that ball. And it's exactly what he did. Number 10. So the Del Oro's inside the red zone. Handoff inside Urquhart. Urquhart bouncing to his left.
Marcel up the middle with
nice
a nice
hard run there for Del Oro. And Del Oro marching deep into Trojan territory. They can't pick up another 1st down, so it's a 2nd down about 1. The ball's on the 5. They can pick up a 1st down before they get into the end zone. So it isn't 2nd down and goal. It's 2nd down and 1 at the 5-yard line. 2:15 remaining in this 3rd quarter. Del Oro goes empty. Nobody in the backfield besides Pennick. 2 to his left, 3 to his right. Takes the snap, looking, has somebody on him, but he does his thing, throws it away, and it is caught. Touchdown pass right there to Luke Gaylor. Man, this team has some big tight ends. That's a 6'4" sophomore. There is a penalty marker, though, so hold on here. Guess what? A false start.
Full start against the Eagles.
Wow. And that is at least the 6th false start of the night for Del Oro. And so that will take away the touchdown reception by the sophomore. Wow. Inderkum, 76-0 in the 3rd quarter. And remember, Del Oro beat Inderkum. That just shows you, some of the talent differences here in the Sac Joaquin section. All right. So instead of a touchdown and a potential tie game, we have a 2nd down and 7 for Del Oro. High snap again. We could just almost say high snap, false start every time. There's a pass.
And pass intended for
to Savay, but it goes out of the back of the end zone. Try to hit that corner pylon, but it's incomplete. So now Del Oro is faced with a 3rd down and 7. There is an opportunity for them to pick up a first down.
And it brings us to a 3rd and 6 situation for the Eagles.
A minute 33 here in this 3rd quarter, trailing 7. One thing, they do have a money kicker in Cameron Smith. The black hole starts to get loud behind me. Trying to get this Del Oro team fired up here. Pennick takes the snap, looking, now throws it up, and it is caught by Urquhart. There is a penalty marker, and I believe it's against Oak Ridge. What a pass, what a catch. Marcel Urquhart, the junior. He can do it all. He's your best runner, and he can also make some plays. What a catch in the back of the end zone as the junior gets this Del Oro team within 1.
Makes you want to keep playing, dude. Like, you're eligible for college. You see that guy who's like 30-something years old?
All right, the PAT is up, and it is good. 28-28, 1:28 remaining in this 3rd quarter. I'm going to catch my breath. We'll be back in 15 seconds. All right, folks, 28-28.
And set to kick off is 17 Smith. Smith's kick goes into the end zone, which sets up a touchback for Oak Ridge. They will take over on the 20-yard line. 1:28 remaining in the 3rd quarter.
He had to have went somewhere, you know? Remember him like 3 years ago? That kid had to go
All right, yep. Here we are, 28-28. Oak Ridge beginning at their own 20. And they go handoff. Ooh, hard run. He for sure will run the ball hard. That's Orme Jr.
Orme, ball carrier, picks up
Vanderkoy.
play before being tackled by Vanderkoy.
One of Del Oro's playmakers is trotting off the field, and he's kind of limping on his ankle, but he has to come out of the game. He's definitely one of the playmakers for Del Oro. So it's 2nd down and 2, 28-28. 50 seconds remaining in this 3rd quarter. Orme Jr. again on the run. He's got some room into the secondary. Now he's breaking free all the way up to the 50-yard line. Great
Orme gets the call once again.
run there before Valdez brings him down. That's a hard running back right there.
Tackle made by Valdez of the Eagles.
So the ball right almost at midfield. The tip of the ball right at the 49-yard line of Oak Ridge. These teams have gone back and forth all night with each other. Oak Ridge started with a 14-0 lead. Del Oro fought back, and since then it's just been back and forth. These two teams have played their hearts out tonight. And there's a handoff inside. Looks like this one will go to Womack.
And Womack gets the call this time. Picks up
Womack.
4 yards on the play. 2nd and 6 for the
Vanderkoy. Some good news for Del Oro.
Rush in on the tackle.
Vanderkoy comes back onto the field. So 2nd down and probably about 5 here. 14 seconds remaining in this 3rd quarter. 28-28.
Robert Macy is out there.
And I believe they're going to let this clock run out, and they will. So we will be heading into the fourth quarter. 28-28. I hope you stick around.
Grab something, do it quickly, and get back to your
Because
seat.
this is a good
It's
one.
gonna be a barn burner.
28-28. We'll be right back to score. All knotted up here in Loomis on homecoming night. All right, here we go. Started the fourth quarter, all knotted up, 28-28. Handoff inside Orme Jr. Ooh, he runs up hard into the secondary. Vanderkoy, who just came back onto the field after being injured, he comes in and lowers his shoulder. He's still bouncing around, though, with looks like a little sprained ankle or something, but he's not going to come off this field in this game. 28-28, as we're just beginning this fourth quarter here in Loomis. It's a nice night here. And there's another handoff inside to Orme. He bounces outside, but Del Oro's all over him. Great tackle there. Jake Williams. He led the way for the Golden Eagles. Williams hit him, stood him up, and a few other Del Oro defenders came and jumped on him, but it was all Williams who initiated that big hit. And so second down and 11, that was a tackle for loss.
That way he's more after it.
That's right. The PA announcer should have Game Mike and Max Preps playing up there so you can hear it real time, and the accuracy of our reporting. Our ball spotter here, Caleb Scheffler, has just been money all night. All right, second down and 11. Fake handoff, end around, hand off to Anderson. Great job there. Urquhart, he read that one. They went fake handoff inside and then a sweep on the backside to Anderson. Urquhart didn't bite. He stayed disciplined, and he made the stop for maybe a 2-yard pickup. So it's a third down and 9 here for the Oak Ridge Trojans as we hit the 10 mark remaining in this ball game. Joaquin Graves Mercado, he's had an excellent game for Oak Ridge. He's got his big guy Edwards out to his right, 2 receivers to his left. He's looking to Edwards. Now he's going to go up into the pocket. Now he bounces out back around. Now he's just going to throw this one up for grabs, and it's incomplete, but there's going to be pass interference on Del Oro. There was no doubt about that pass interference, but in high school, it's not a spot foul. It's a 15-yard penalty, and that would have been, could have been a touchdown if he didn't pull him to the ground.
Fourth place for the float goes to the freshman.
So in a game like this,
juniors and seniors. First place,
it looked like the
sophomores
Golden
for the float.
Eagles defender just said, I'd rather pull him to the ground than have him catch it and head into the end zone.
First place seniors for the Hall.
So instead of a fourth down and 9, there will be a 15-yard penalty and first down and 10.
For the Big Spirit Jug, ladies and gentlemen, the award that goes to the most spirited class at rallies, work nights, dress-up days, and lunchtime activities. Fourth place, freshmen. Third place, juniors. Second place, sophomores, which makes your seniors.
All right, seniors are going crazy here because they got awarded most spirited. All right, Orme Jr. handoff inside. He's got some room up the middle, and he plunges his way very close to a first down.
And it looks like they have achieved a first down.
All right, as PA announcer says, the chain gangs will move, and the ball is into the red zone. And we're going to have a timeout by Oak Ridge.
And timeout called by Oak Ridge.
We'll leave the mic hot so we can hopefully give you some sights and sounds from the game. The Golden Eagles cheerleaders are right behind us.
All the Del Oro students for an incredible week. Thank you so much, though, for all your support from the staff, parents, and community. We do appreciate you. Students, we'll see you at the dance tomorrow night with your bid and student ID. Don't forget them. The dance is from 7:30 to 10:30. Doors close at 9.
Looks like Folsom scored to extend its lead in Rockland. So the lone team in the SFL from El Dorado County looking to knock off Del Oro here on homecoming night. It's 28-28. Ball at the 13-yard line. And they're going to hand off inside. Orme bouncing around, bouncing, and falling forward for a nice run.
And Orme gets the call once again, moves forward, picks up about 6 yards on that play.
So the Trojans are marching here, and they're eating some clock up. Yeah, the key play in this possession was that pass interference on 3rd down and long. Has kept this drive alive for Oak Ridge. Graves Mercado takes the snap and goes back inside. Orme Jr. bouncing forward, and will he get into the end zone? Yes, he will. Touchdown.
Another touchdown. Orme with the run.
Hard run by the junior running back. 5'6". Junior has made his mark on this game as he's done all season long. And they have leaned on him in this fourth quarter. And that kid runs hard. And a great run right there. He bounced around a couple people before falling into the end zone. PAT is up, and it is good. 35-28. We'll be right back.
Trojans 28. About the exciting improvement projects and purchase tickets for these.
Looks like it was a block punt for Folsom as they're up 21-7 right now. And kickoff is out of the end zone. And Del Oro will start at their own 20.
Their drive on their own 20.
Grant's up 31-14 on River City. Wow, Rio Americano, they're undefeated. They're ahead right now 10-6 on Christian Brothers. All right, Panic will start under center. Now Bootleg back to his right, looking for someone, and Panic rolls out of the pocket. Ooh, and there's several penalties fly as there's going to be some late hits. Yeah, that'll be 15-yard penalty as Oak Ridge was tackling Panic all the way into Oak Ridge's sideline. Basically just didn't let go of the tackle and drove him into the sidelines. And that'll be an easy 15-yard penalty.
And it is a personal foul against Oak Ridge, so that will march the Eagles forward yards.
Oh, Lincoln scored, huh?
All right, so after the penalty, that'll move the Eagles all the way up to the 36-yard line, trailing 7, 8:04 remaining in this game. Homecoming night, the Golden Eagles crowd looking to have a little bit more fun tomorrow night at their dance. It's always a little bit more fun when your football team can pull out the victory, especially playing someone like Oberg. Panic throws it out to his big fullback, 34. He's got some room all the way to the 50-yard line. That's Kevin Taylor. He's sneaky good. He's the kind of kid you just love to play with. He's used to leading the way and blocking all night, and every once in a while he'll sneak out of the backfield for a catch, and he gets the Golden Eagles to midfield. All right, Panic now takes the snap, looking at his pass, scrambles to his left. Now he's just going to lower his shoulder and run to the sideline. He's still a nice pickup there.
And it is runs up bound, picks up about 4 yards on the run.
All right, so ball at the 43-yard line. (35-28) handoff inside. And Rush gets the ball to about the 40-yard line. Robert Garcia, one of the Del Oro top players, not only on offense but on defense, has been very limited all night. He has not been in on offense. He had over 250 yards rushing and 4 receiving TDs on the season. He has been limited to basically defense only and very limited on defense as well. One of their top players, he's been out all night. That's why Rush has been more involved in the run game. Panic looking to pass, throwing it across the middle, incomplete, in and out of the hands of Poe. He would have had the first down, but it falls in and out of his hands. So now it's a 4th down and 2. And there's no signs of anything but going for this. Jackson Marlborough comes onto the field. Also coming into the game is a big tight end. One of their multiple big tight ends, it's Luke Galler. And so it's 4th down and a very long one, 4th down and 2 for Del Oro. Big obvious play here. Trailing 7 with 6:52 remaining. They put it in the hands of Panic. Throws outside. They go to their playmaker, Urquhart, and he will have the first down. When in doubt, go to Urquhart. That kid can play, and he plays on both sides of the ball. He's made some big plays, not only as running back, but as a receiver as well, and in the secondary for the Golden Eagles. And he picks up the first down on a quick little short dump off pass to him, just past the sticks. So 35-28, 6:47 remaining in this game. Panic, play action pass, looking. Now he rolls out to his right side. Now he throws it across the field. He's got a guy wide open. It's caught, and he's into the end zone. Kevin Taylor. How about Kevin Taylor making the reception? How about Kevin Taylor getting in the end zone for the touchdown? The Del Oro coaching staff, they're fired up. How about that? The fullback gets free. He gets loose. Panic finds him. He makes the catch. And then it was one-on-one with the DB about the 2-yard line. He said, "Bring it on, DB," and he ran him over as he found his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And the Golden Eagles are one PAT away from tying this game up with 6:19 remaining. And there's going to be a penalty marker, and guess what? for the 8th time tonight. A false start. Even the kickers got false starts tonight. And so that will bump back the PAT, Cameron Smith's leg. This PAT should be no issues for him. This kid can boot the ball, but still, with a little bit of pressure, you never know. The score 35-34. Snap is good. The kick is, of course, money. And we got a tie ball game, folks. 35-35, 6:19. We'll be right back. All right, 35-35. Hey, if you like high school football, you're just a general fan, this is the game to be at. Nerve-wracking if you're on either side of this one. Man, Cameron Smith, he could kick. That ball just puts Oak Ridge into the end zone. No chance of returning it. Touchback at the 20-yard line. If you're listening on Max Preps, we appreciate you tuning in. We got 6 minutes left to go. If your time runs out, we hope you can purchase and continue on because this is a ball game. Remember, we're trying to build out our audio network across the Zach Joaquin section in the state and across the entire country, trying to provide live audio for those who cannot watch or attend. Hopefully, you're feeling the experience behind us and the atmosphere here is good. This is a good one, obviously. 35-35. They go inside. Orme, and he's got nowhere to go.
Takes it up the middle and is stopped.
And the Golden Eagles, there were several of them that hit Orme right at the line of scrimmage. And it looks like, according to the PA announcer, it was Jewett who was one of the lead tacklers there for Del Oro. The ball is right at the line of scrimmage. There was no movement at all by the sticks. So it's second down and 10. Jason Womack spread out wide as Edwards goes in motion to the right side. They go to Womack. Del Oro's all over that one. He somehow slips out of it and gets 2 to 3 yards. Nice job by Del Oro to have him contained, but a real good job by the sophomore to actually pick up probably 4. That should have been, if anything, a half-yard pickup. And he somehow wiggled his way to getting 4 yards. So the ball is right at the 34-yard line. We're standing right here on the Del Oro Golden Eagles sideline. Fired up crowd right now. Third down coming. They're going to pass it on third down. A little quick out, and guess who they go to? They go to the man all night, Jaden Anderson. He's been the guy who has killed this Del Oro defense. Jaden Anderson has had a phenomenal football game, the senior. And he ran a hard, basically 5 to 6 yard just curl route right there and came back to the football and made the catch for a first down. Well thrown ball there by Joaquin Graves Mercado. I've been saying it all night. That kid has had one heck of a football game. And Mercado goes into Orem Jr. Orem up into the middle of the Del Oro defense and a well-designed first down play because that'll pick up 8 yards. And just like that, Del Oro has pushed this ball past the 40. 35-35. 4:38 remaining in this game. It has been a heck of a football game here on homecoming night in Loomis. We have a packed home side. We're going to go right back into the junior running back. He's bouncing around. Del Oro coaching staff not too happy as Orem found his way near midfield. PA announcer said the ball was loose, but it was not. It was nowhere near a fumble, and the ball is now at the 47-yard line. First down with Now 4 minutes remaining in this game. Steve Montoya with Max Preps here, providing live audio all night, powered by Game Mike. All right, Joaquin gives the handout to the sophomore, Womack. Womack into the secondary. Uh-oh, he's down the right sideline. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? That's a house call for the sophomore, Jason Womack. Womack went to his left, hit the brakes, went out to the right side, and there was nothing but grass and freedom in front of him, and the sophomore quiets this crowd as he took it to the house and makes it a 41-35 game. 35 with 3:35 remaining in this game. Wow, the sophomore. What a run. PAT is up. It sneaks in the left side of the goal post. 42-35, 3:35 remaining. Checking in on that Folsom score. Folsom has expanded its lead 28-7. Rider Lions hit Brian Ray to extend that lead 28-7. Chris Rote, one of our scorers of keeping track of that game, plus Thomas Frey. He's on the mic. You can listen to that game as well. But this is a good one to be tuned into right now. And Vandercoe will get a chance to return this one. Finds a little seam, bounces out to the right side, near Oak Ridge sidelines, but guess what? The official, about 20 yards behind the play, throws a flag. It lands right about the 30-yard line. It's holding against Del Oro, and that'll be right from that spot. And that flag fell right about the 30-yard line. So the Del Oro crowd getting excited about that one, but I think they realize that this one's going to be coming back quite a bit after the holding call was called. Vandercoy has had some great returns tonight, and that one, there was a late flag that came in, and now they'll start at about the 20 instead of almost near the 40-yard line. So Panic and this Golden Eagles have 3:27 to try to get this game all tied up. He's rolling out, and now he'll just tuck it and run. Oak Ridge does a good job of bumping him out. That was Bo Gordon. Bo Gordon knocks him out. Still a nice pickup there by the quarterback. He was rolling out to his left side, and he didn't see anybody, so he just tucked it and ran. And you know, when you first see it, you're like, oh, okay, he's barely running, but then all of a sudden, now you see the sticks move. It was a first down. So great job by the quarterback for Del Oro. 42-35, 3:20 remaining in this game. High snap to Panic, handoff. That one's not going to go very far. Rush does a good job of at least getting a few. Again, another high snap. So it'll be about a second down and 7 as we tick under 3 minutes here in this ball game. Panic takes the snap. He's going to fake handoff, roll out to his right side. Now look back to his left. Now he's in the pocket. There's a penalty. Markers flying in, and Panic goes down sack. And that's right in the vicinity of typically where holding is. I don't know, though. The Oak Ridge is looking. It looked like Gordon was in on that sack. There's pink markers right at the feet of where Panic was.
Defense.
And it looks like a face mask called
Okay.
against the
So a big
Trojans.
penalty there on the Oak Ridge defense. It's a face mask on Oak Ridge. Yeah. All right, so that pink marker that came in from that center judge was a face mask. It's only a 5-yard face mask penalty right there. But still, second down and now 3 for the Golden Eagles with 2:30 remaining in this ball game. High snap again. Panic takes it. Now he's scrambling everywhere. Oh man, how did he get out of that one? Now he's all the way to his right side. Again, how did he get out of that one? And now he throws it incomplete.
And Penix's pass is incomplete.
Man, he had about 3 or 4 defenders just draped all over him. Somehow he spun out of it and got to the sideline. And when he was at the sideline, he just threw it away. And so instead of a sack, he somehow
And it's a third and short.
threw it away and kept it at a third down and short instead of a third down and long. So 2:18 remaining in this ball game. Steve Montoya with Max Preps. Appreciate you tuning in. It's been a wonderful night here in Loomis as the Del Oro Golden Eagles trail by 7. Third down and 2. The ball at their own 38-yard line. 2:18 remaining. Del Oro needs to pick up a first down and keep the chains moving. Panic backpedaling in his own pocket. Uh-oh, he's in trouble. You can say that every time about him, though. Now he tucks it and runs, diving. No, he will step out, though. The officials, Panic dove towards the first down marker, but the officials say he stepped out of bounds on the sidelines before he made his dive. So the marker went back about 2 to 3 yards. And the coaching staff, Maven and the Del Oro Golden Eagles coaching staff come out on the field, and they know that this is the ball game right here, so they want to talk about this. Yeah, it looked like on that play, on that last possession, on that last play, Panic, he went to dive, and if you're just looking at where he dove, he would have been past the first down marker, but the official on the Oak Ridge sideline was right on it. He said Panic stepped out, and he stepped out basically. Now, it resulted in a 2-yard loss. So instead of 4th down and 2, it's 4th down and 4. Ball game on the line. 2:08 remaining. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. 4th down and 4 for Del Oro. They're going to go empty backfield. No running backs. 3 receivers to his left, 2 to his right. Panic scanning across the defense. And now Oak Ridge, okay, we're playing a game of chess here. Now the coaching staff, Coach Taylor, says, all right, we see what you're doing. Now we want to talk about it. And the coaches are now basically back and forth with each other. We'll see if the offense will come out with a new formation as Taylor.
I feel that right here. I just feel it right
Great atmosphere here tonight in Loomis. The student section of the band and all the cheerleaders rocking it. Great halftime show. They actually turned out the stadium lights. But here we go. 4th down and 4. 2:08 remaining in this ball game. Critical play right here. Almost do or die for the Golden Eagles. And they go 3 receivers to the left, to the right. Nobody in the backfield. Panic scans the defense. And now he snapped gets the snap high. He's looking, throws across the middle, and it's incomplete. And it was at the toes of his intended receiver, and no chance
And the pass is incomplete. It'll be a turnover
for
on
the
downs.
Golden Eagles on that one. And Oak Ridge, their defense come to life on that one. And Pennick is not too happy with himself. He comes off the field. And I don't know if they got a little crossed up on what was supposed to happen on that one. But the way that ball was thrown, it looked like that was supposed to be potentially a different route ran by that receiver. I think he was supposed to run a tighter slant instead of it was almost like a 7-yard post instead of a 2-yard slant across the middle. And now Orem, the junior, the running back, picks up 7 yards on that first play. And the Oak Ridge Trojans know they're a first down or so away from turning out the lights, literally, here in Loomis. Sidelines have gone quiet. And remember, Del Oro will be in the Division II playoffs. Oak Ridge will be in Division I. Oak Ridge likely to land the 2 seed, if not maybe the 3 seed in Division I. And I think Orem Jr. is going to pick up that first down. Oak Ridge will have Central Catholic to probably compete with for that 2 seed. Folsom will be the 1 seed in Division I. Del Oro, after that loss to Granite Bay, is looking more like a 5 or 6 seed potentially in Division II. That's how tough Division II is. St. Mary's is going to be probably the Division II 1 seed. Rockland will probably be a 2 seed. We also have Manteca, Jesuit, and the formation that every coach loves, if you're calling it, is victory formation. And that's what Oak Ridge is in right now. They're in victory formation, and they're kneeling it. And they're going to take home this 42-35 victory. So we appreciate everybody who has listened to us all night on Max Preps. Really appreciate you tuning in. Hopefully we'll have more SFL action and games throughout the remainder of the season. But Oak Ridge is going to pull this one off. Final score. Yeah. Your ball game. Oak Ridge 42-35.
And that, ladies and
What's up,
gentlemen,
Travis?
brings us to the end of the game. The Trojans.
That's your ball game. I'm going to beat the crowd. Thanks for listening on Max. That's your ball. Oak Ridge from El Dorado Hills on 50. The El Dorado County team, the lone El Dorado County team in the SFL, holds out the victory here. Thanks for tuning in. Steve Montoya with MaxPreps.com.